Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Chris Simmons. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Panama City, Florida. I was born and raised here. I've been here my whole life. I grew up right outside of Panama City on Deer Point Lake. I had very easy access to the water. So you can bet that I was always out on the water doing something. Growing up, me and my friends, we were outside fishing, we were hunting, we were going out on the boat, fishing from the docks, and definitely fishing was my biggest interest that I had, you could say. You could say that I became addicted to fishing. I was always fishing. There's a lot of different types of fishing. There's commercial, there's sport fishing. It's all over TV today. There's a lot of money in fishing. But fishing's a very simple thing. Anybody can do it. I mean, there's recreational purposes. Anybody can go out with their son, daughter. Father-son fishing trips make a lot of memories today. There's a lot of pictures that you can pass on, a lot of memories you can pass on by going fishing. But it seemed that I always had one of these in my hands growing up. I chose this to resemble me because obviously I love to fish, and I'm going to continue to love it, and I'm going to do it till I die. And whenever I have kids, I want to be able to pass down the same memories that my dad and my grandpas have passed down to me. But talking about my grandpas, one of them lived right down the road from me in Deer Point growing up, and almost every day I was over there fishing. I have a lot of memories from then. He taught me everything I know about fishing. And actually, when I was 13, they bought me my first boat. And I was going out on the lake with my friends, discovering new parts of the lake, just having a good time. And once I was able to get out and get a little bit of freedom, I was able to just realize that that's probably what I wanted to do, because I just loved it so much. I was doing it every day since I grew up around it. But some people can get tired of it, but me, I just loved it, and I'm going to continue to love it. But anyway, my first job, actually, my grandpa got me. It was a deckhand on charter fishing boats leaving out of Panama City. And whenever I worked out there, I had a really good time. But I also saw a few problems whenever I worked out there. There was a lot of fish that were being killed. There was a lot of undersized fish being kept, a lot of laws being broken. Because when you got out on the water like that, there's not a lot of discipline to people. And a lot of people abuse fish, and they don't realize it as being a problem. But in high school, I began to realize that it was a problem because I worked out at Captain Anderson's, and I was looking at a few pictures on the wall from 30 or 40 years ago. The boats that used to bring the fish in, there were just a lot more fish that they brought in than today. The fish were bigger, and like I said, there was bigger quantities of fish. It just wasn't like it used to be. And due to that, there became a big problem of overfishing, and I believe that something needs to be done about it. But fish is a major food source, and that's why it is overfished, because people want to bring in the fish and get the money for it. They don't really care about the species going in danger, but there's definitely a danger of fish going extinct. But to me, fishing, getting out on the water, it just helps me clear my mind. I've always had a good time doing it. It helps me get away from school and work and just all the things that cluster my mind. So I think anybody can go out and have a good time and enjoy fishing. But I do plan on going to Gulf Coast, and I'm going to go to Gulf Coast for Fish and Wildlife, because over the few years I've developed a special interest in fishing. I want to be able to help regain some of the population of the fisheries. And I don't know if I want to go for Fish and Wildlife to law enforcement, but I think I do want to go and search in the scientific field of fishing and be able to be out there and discover new types of fish. Just being outside, I really love that. And I can't get enough of it, I guess you could say. But that's pretty much all you need to know about me. My life is fishing, and I did use this reel to represent it because obviously that's what I like to do. And anybody can do anything to help, because overfishing is becoming a big problem today. And if you go out and you catch an undersized fish, just throw them back, because that's my future, and I plan to help that.